This is Neo Reality Entertainment. I wanted to go ahead and give my thoughts on all of them, on pretty much most of the matches for the SummerSlam build this year, excluding the tag team match, which I just thought was lazy booking in terms of the New Day, throwing the New Day, and the Pride Time players. Okay, we got them. Well, we could do this ladder match that we originally were planning to do. Like, we had a gimmick night plan. No, throw in the Los Matadores and the Lucha Dragons. Just do that. So, ignoring that match, since I honestly did not care about it, since the build has been pretty much wasted. So, there's virtually no build for the others except for one episode, and that doesn't really say much. I mean, like, we could count SmackDown, but really, SmackDown is just so lacklustered. I'll go with that. It hardly matters nowadays. But let's focus on the other matches. Starting with the worst one, in my honest opinion, is the Rusev versus Dolph Ziggler that just got announced tonight. I'm going to be honest, I did not care about this feud whatsoever. It's like, and the Lana Dolph Ziggler chemistry, it's not there. It's horrible. The chemistry does not work between them. It's the most, and I'm going to say this, and I'm a fan of the Star Wars prequels. Even I know there's problems, but I'm going to say it's the most forced romance since Anakin and Padme. It's terrible. I can't care because I know Lana and Rusev are really dating, and Lana just makes it look so awkward when she kisses Dolph Ziggler. Like, it doesn't feel like she wants to do this. And then you have Rusev going after Summer Rae like a lost puppy, and I it kind of is more along the lines of disturbing since he has her dress up as Summer Rae. I mean, as Summer Rae dresses up as Lana. The only difference is that she's taller and Lana does a roundhouse kick, which did surprise me. So if I was to grade this, I would give it a D minus. Next on the list is Ryback versus Big Show and The Miz. And a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship. Okay, I gotta be honest. The only thing that made me remember, oh wait, there's a feud going on, is The Miz mostly on the mic talking because he's more entertaining when he talks because he just doesn't shut up. And Big Show from time to time delivers mostly on commentary, though when he's on the mic, I just feel like falling asleep. No disrespect to Big Show, it's just that Big Show's not kind of missing something that he used to have. I don't know what it was, but it felt like there was something missing. And Ryback, he was gone for most of the build because he had staph infection that he recently just recovered from, so he couldn't really do much with the build. So really, I would have to give this feud a D plus, simply for the Miz being entertaining as usual when it comes to the mic. When my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. Or his contributes to commentary on the mic during every Ryback Big Show match. Up next is, let's see if I was to take a look at this correctly, Randy Orton versus Sheamus. It had a match at Payback. I considered it a good match, especially the RKO out of nowhere, which has become the most popular subject now. Um, Overall, it was somewhat on fire. It had some moments, but then there was last week that kind of extinguished some of the flame, mostly because is the referee very stupid? Like, constantly holding the cash and money in the bank briefcase when Sheamus clearly is saying, I want to cash in, I want to cash in. And he's just waiting for Randy Orton to take the shot. And, like, have you ever, like, is there a feeling, like, okay, freaking bizarre concept, but like, why not just have Sheamus cash in and Randy Orton screws him? Therefore, Sheamus has motive to get revenge and put Randy Orton out of action. Problem solved. But it's too late to fix it now, so eventually there's no point in caring. So I would give this a C minus simply because it had its moments, but the Money in the Bank cash-in attempt last week just really extinguished a bit of the flame for me. So I really kind of don't care. Uh, Up next is Seth Rollins versus John Cena. What am I supposed to say? Like, I honestly did not keep track of this feud because I had said in a previous video and in the comments on Bleacher Report that I would never support John Cena ever again after his stunt at the night after Elimination Chamber when he pointed out that kid. Like, I know the kid had the greatest day of his life, but I look at it and I'm just mad. Like, okay, that was way too convenient to happen. And okay, I get the kid had the greatest day in his life, but I just felt like he was used. And it just, the more I talk about it, the more angry I get. So I'll just remove that part. But John Cena, I don't really keep track of his promos. It's just the same thing. Hustle, loyalty to respect. You're not a man. I'm going to bury you and ruin your career. Mainly because Kevin Dunn hates NXT guys and you're an NXT guy. Let's go with that. That's pretty much how I view the build. Seth Rollins, he's trying everything he can to make this feud work. But I can't take Seth Rollins seriously because, let's be honest, Seth Rollins has been the most worst booked champion I have ever seen in months, maybe years even. Like, ugh. Seth Rollins, he lost the title. I'm gonna be honest, Rollins lucked out. Rollins lucked out when stupidity of booking came in and said the referee delay the cash in for Sheamus, even though quite honestly it shouldn't take that long. But don't worry, fans are stupid. They'll fall for it. That's clearly the mentality WWE is going with. And Seth Rollins, okay, I know people are going to say, okay, Seth Rollins is supposed to be booked as a sleazy, slimy heel. Look at Edge. Edge wasn't like that. Okay, you can argue, yeah, he was. He had the family thing going on, but Edge was booked more strongly. He looked like a credible threat to The Undertaker for The Undertaker's streak at WrestleMania back at 24. If they were booked now, I would say, you're telling me Edge can beat The Undertaker? Yeah, give me a real threat here. Like, there's no suspension of disbelief thinking Seth Rollins can actually beat Cena. And why shouldn't I be surprised by that? John Cena has said it over and over and over and over and over, which irritates me to no end because it comes off as a heelish, arrogant attitude saying, I'm the face that runs the place. So let's not get started on that. So I'm gonna give this a C plus simply for Seth Rollins trying to do everything he can to make this feud work, despite Kevin Dunn's ignorant booking style of basically NXT guys are trash, they're lower than trash and whatnot, which confuses me to no end because they need future talent. They can't just bury every single talent as an NXT guy because that's kind of discriminatory. But moving on from that, next is Stephen Amell and Neville versus Stardust and King Barrett. Why does WWE have this obsession to have a celebrity wrestle at SummerSlam? Really think about it. Let's see. 2013, they wanted to get Justin Bieber to wrestle the Wyatt family. I'm seriously not making that part up. It was reported. Next, they wanted to have, let's see, Charlie Sheen take on Daniel Bryan at 2012. Then they wanted, I'm trying to remember his name. I got Charlie Sheen, Justin Bieber, and now they got Stephen Amell from Arrow to fight at SummerSlam. So I was like, congratulations, WWE. Your fetish has finally been realized. You got your stupid celebrity gets to wrestle in something he's not professional in. Congratulations. And I'm not discounting Steven. I've seen his videos. He's trying to do everything he can to make this work. He's getting into shape. He's really preparing himself for this. And I really hope the best of luck. But I'm giving this a B- on this. So, like, Stardust really has tried everything. And Stardust's promos have been really the thing that makes it entertaining. That's why I'm giving it a B-. Now let's go on to Kevin Owens versus Cesaro. This match has been very known in the Indies. They fought before in the Indies, but now it's going to be on the main stage of professional wrestling. Whoops, I just said professional wrestling. Vince hates that word. Kevin Owens and Cesaro, I believe, are going to steal the show. Like, there's Seth Rollins and John Cena, but I'm pretty sure Kevin Owens and Cesaro are going to steal the show this Sunday at the time of this video. I'm certain they're going to steal the show. They're going to deliver. They're going to make a match of the year quality candidate and all that. So I'm going to. And Kevin Owens, he's just such a great heel. Like, oh my god. Like, I can't believe this guy is really. Like, the only problem that WWE has with him is that he has a big belly. And I know it was said Kevin Dunn didn't do it, didn't feed that line to Orton, but something tells, my gut tells me otherwise. So I'm gonna go with that. But then so I'm giving it a B plus. And then there's Roman Reigns Bray Wyatt match going to happen with Luke Harper and Dean Ambrose in their respective tag team corners. Um, at first it was interesting when the build was happening because it involved Reigns' daughter. Now it just went from brother versus brother kind of mentality. So I didn't really get the threatening vibe that I initially had when I saw Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns go at it, since Roman Reigns' family was being threatened. So I really don't know how to think about that. But, like, I know they're trying to recreate the Shield and Wyatt family war, and I'm really hoping that Bray Wyatt wins this upcoming SummerSlam because I really want that streak alive. I've already made a video about it, so please make the streak happen, WWE. This is just one request. Like, I'll stop complaining about the rest if you just let that streak live. I want to see money made out of this. There's potential. Okay, and I give that a B plus as well. It had its moments that it's not on fire or creepy or psychotic, where Wyatt was looking like a serial killer out of a nightmare book. Like, you know, his pictures of Roman Reigns on the wall torn up saying anyone but you. It didn't have that same vibe as it was heading into Battleground, so it kind of lost some steam. So I'm giving it a B plus. Like, Luke Harper and Dean Ambrose have been trying to do everything they can. Dean Ambrose was funny on commentary tonight. So yeah, B plus. Now let's get to the big one. Uh, oh wait, not yet, not yet. Now we're gonna talk about the three-team elimination match: Team Bella versus Team B.A.D versus Submission Sorority. Whoops, I mean PCB, the most not so effortly named team in the history of wrestling. Really, Team Bella is a much better name. But I just laughed when I heard Submission Sorority is a porno, and I was laughing like, wow, WWE, you cannot be this incompetently stupid. Like, do you really hate the internet that much that you don't even check your facts yet? Like, oh man, that was humiliating and yet funny at the same time. This is why Triple H actually knows common sense. Um, but the Divas Revolution has so far been impressive, even though it's a bit sluggish. Like, it feels like it's the Divas Revolution, yet at the same time, it doesn't feel like the Divas Revolution. The Divas matches are getting longer and more entertaining and more wrestling focused instead of catfight like the Attitude and Ruthless Aggression era. But it's just the same 9 divas. Why not the other divas that are on the main roster, like Summer Rae or Layla? Well, she retired, so scrap that part out. Uh, let's see. Like, there's Eva Marie. Yes, I know, Eva Marie, but she's trying to improve, so let's give her a chance before we hit the fan with her. Um, wow, there's not really that many divas as much as there used to be on the main roster. So pretty much they just took all the majority divas and put them into several cliques. Oh, there's also Emma. Remember her? And there's Natalia. Remember her, WWE? Yeah, I know she's taking care of Tyson Kidd, who's recovering from a neck injury from Samoa Joe, which I will point out was not his fault. He didn't intentionally try to do anything. So why not bring in these other divas into the Revolution and make it look like this is the entire division, not just roll around just these 3 teams, these 3 cliques. Like, should there be more members joining up to see which side? Team B.A.D, PCB, or Team Bella? Like, really, I kind of give that a C plus, mainly because the Divas Revolution has been kind of floundering a bit. It doesn't feel like a Divas Revolution. It just feels like, oh, they're just getting longer matches. But I know there's more opportunities for the Divas now, getting more screen time. But overall, it feels like there's something missing to it, like something to complete the puzzle. Now let's get on to the big one: The Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. As a match, it's going to most likely suck. I have that much low expectation. Mostly, the one thing I'm just hoping for is that Undertaker does not get hurt again. I refuse to see Undertaker. He has paid his dues. I do not wish to see him get hurt by Brock Lesnar again. That was my one complaint why I was against this match in the first place. But overall, the build is 100 times better than it was for WrestleMania 30. They're both portrayed as big, threatening guys that look like they could kill each other and destroy the Target Center, which I predicted would happen, but it didn't happen, sadly. Um, but I'm pretty sure they're going to destroy the Barley Center. So, like, there's that. And they dedicated an entire 30-minute network special to the feud, and I loved it. Though it just felt the same, more like the 5-minute video just got expanded to an extra 25. So it wasn't really that much of a special video movie. I mean, editorial video. I consider that an editorial video since it was just reminding us, oh yeah, Brock Lesnar broke the streak and Undertaker wants revenge. You clear that in 5 minutes. You didn't have to clear it in 30 minutes. But overall, the feud has been great. It's been building up much better than WrestleMania 30's build, which I argue was the worst build in the history of Undertaker streaks. And trust me, there are some feuds that were bad. But overall, this feud has been enjoyable. So I'm going to give this an A minus simply because while Undertaker and Brock Lesnar did appear more frequently than they did and they had a special to it, I was really kind of hoping for a complete destruction of the Target Center, to be honest. Like, I know Undertaker doesn't go and that is no longer that physically well to do so anymore, but Brock Lesnar could have, like, destroyed this entire arena just to prove his point, like, yeah, I'm a big threat. Wasted opportunity there, WWE. This was Near Reality Entertainment. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and donate, and stay tuned for more.